episode 99 of the Cheesehead and the Bear podcast. You have Cheesehead number 1, Connor Kelly.
Cheesehead number 2, Mason Bird, signing in.
You got the Bear, Brennan Ellis.
And you got the Viking, Alex Rudinger.
One more away from episode 100, ladies and gentlemen. We will be doing an in-person for episode 100. May have a little half episode in between that time, so stay tuned for that. But for episode 99, here is a little show rundown for all of you. We're going to be doing Brennan's game. He's got a game first to start us off before our sports starters. We'll talk a little bit about some things going around the league. We're going to be giving our Week 15 recap. We're going to be predicting division winners now that we only have 3 weeks left. We'll see if there's going to be any shakeup in the standings. We're going to be giving our Thursday and Saturday games preview. Got 2 really big games on Thursday and Saturday coming up. Obviously, the fantasy starts. We'll see if there's any mix-up in the standings with those. And then if we have time, if we're feeling it, we'll talk a little bit about the NBA Cup and the New York Knicks taking that all. So, Brennan, start us off hot here. We got a game. I love it.
Let's get the brains moving a little bit. Episode 99. All right, shout out Carson Clement. Asked us this question. There are 6 professional teams along baseball, basketball, football, and hockey who share the same name. Can you name me those 6 teams? And for an example, the Oilers, Houston Oilers, Edmonton Oilers. So that is like kind of the preface that we're going with. Shoot. Anyone can go.
Giants.
Giants are one. MLB
Across
and NFL.
all 4 leagues?
Oh,
Correct.
okay. I was tweaking for a second. Okay,
Yeah, the example
It
was
doesn't
trying
have to
help.
be all of them.
No,
No,
it doesn't
no,
have to
yeah.
be. Okay, yeah.
Just 2.
All right.
Just 2.
Yeah, just 2. That makes more
So-
sense. I was like, dude, you're telling me there's 6
We have
teams
the
with the same
Giants.
name?
Got the Giants.
Yeah.
Jets,
Okay.
The Jets. Nice.
Winnipeg and New York,
Correct. Good.
Nice.
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 Cardinals,
Okay.
Arizona and St.
Nice.
Louis.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So we got Cardinals, Jets, Giants,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3 more.
Warriors, Magic.
I mean, I was
Good podcasting. Good podcasting.
Well,
Good
we gotta
podcasting.
pay,
Episode
How many were
100
there?
coming up. There is
6.
3 more. 3 more.
So we got half.
Yep. Correct. Good job, Mason, again.
Fifth grade math
guy.
teacher, guys. I
Come
know
on.
fractions.
Come on. Type shit.
3 out of 6.
Come
I
on.
almost
Okay.
said the Bucks because I was thinking of Buccaneers, but that just does
No,
not.
no,
just,
no.
That just
No,
does not.
I like the thinking,
abbreviation
though. I
count.
like
That's
it.
0.5.
Alex, you like this quarterback a lot? That wears blue?
Panthers.
Yes.
Florida.
Yeah,
and
Florida
Carolina.
Panthers.
Yes.
Are they all hockey teams? Because
A
that's
lot of
where
them. Yeah, there is
you're
a lot
losing.
of, a lot of the
You're
hockey.
losing
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to think of here.
Last 2. One of them is for a YouTube audience. I'm putting a crown on my head.
Kings.
Kings,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Sacramento,
Sacramento and
LA.
Sacramento and LA.
And the last one is MLB and NHL.
MLB and NHL. Red Sox, Yankees,
Good podcasting. Good
Orioles,
podcasting.
Rays. Not Orioles, not Rays. Red Sox, Yankees, Blue Jays. No. Okay.
You're getting
nope.
there.
I almost
Come
said
on,
Indians, not the Guardians.
You're getting there.
Almost
Come
messed that
on.
one up. Got the Twins. No. Royals. No.
They are in the AL.
Tigers.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Thought I had it with
They are on the
Tigers.
AL.
Tigers.
Bengal Tigers. No.
They
Come
are
on,
in
Mason.
the
Just keep
AL.
giving
AL
me
East,
AL
AL
teams.
West. Rangers. There it
Yes.
is.
Ooh, nice.
New York
There it is.
and Texas.
Woo.
Yes.
Oh, I
yes.
helped a lot
All
there.
right. Now that we're all, ramped up, we can go to the sports starters.
I think you set my brain backwards. Actually, I think that
Yeah,
threw me off.
Doesn't take much.
Right.
Well,
So we had what? It was Cardinals, Giants, Jets, Kings, Rangers, and what was the last one?
Panthers.
Panthers.
Yes, sir.
Panthers. I was never gonna
Carson.
get that Panthers one.
I was stumped. We were stumped on the Jets forever because Winnipeg. I mean, like, come on. Like, who do they even have?
Dude,
fans?
I had that one ready to go. That's so funny.
Yep.
All right. Fun little game. Brains are moving. Sports starters are coming. The first one to talk about here. The GOAT, one of the GOATs, we could say, tears his ACL. The Chiefs are done. They're missing the playoffs. We'll start with Brennan. Where do the Chiefs go from here?
Okay, I was gonna say let Connor go. He's favorite football player ever, but I'll go. Don't worry
Oof.
about that.
Oof.
Yeah,
Good
Patrick
Connor for
Mahomes
last.
done for the year. Probably gonna be out for a good start of the next year as well. That sucks. When one of the league's best goes down, it's obviously not good. Really not looking forward to that with Rashee Rice in fantasy. But I don't know if you've seen any of the Travis Kelce stuff too. He's starting to call the Chiefs and not we anymore. So that whole team could just explode this offseason. I think they're pretty low in payroll or cap as well. So Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, McDuffie could all be gone this offseason. So we could just see the fall of the Kansas City Chiefs, or they could just revamp and do really good in the draft and be right back next year. But I have a new quarterback that I think the Chiefs should sign or trade for this offseason. And now that we're having super good play out of the JJ number 9 in Minnesota, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
I think Mac Jones now goes and should go to the Kansas City Chiefs to take over those first few games while Patrick Mahomes is getting healthy. What do you guys think?
I don't think it's.
I
I mean, it's not crazy, but
I don't know if he'd want to go to a place where he knows he'd only be the starter for 5 weeks. I think if he would go somewhere, it would be somewhere with more QB
Actual
controversy, like
chance
the
to start.
Dolphins, or somewhere where he could start the entire season. Because as soon as Patrick Mahomes is back, he's back to the bench.
Well, I don't know if
does he sign a 1
maybe
year,
that'll-
or does he try and pull like a Sam Darnold type of deal where he gets a multi-year extension? I don't really know, but that's
I
an
don't know. I
interesting
guess
thought.
Gardner Minshew's good enough to keep him afloat until he's
no. But
back.
I think it like what Alex said. I think it depends on how long he's going to be out. Because if Mahomes somehow comes out and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to miss, half the season." Even so, if Mac Jones goes to the team, it's like, all right, well, I'm going to get to play for half of the season. Once again, I'm just going to the bench, and that's going to be the case with any quarterback who's going to go to the Chiefs. So I mean, unless they're still ring chasing because they have Mahomes and they think that they can do it, they can, do that, I guess. But I also agree with you. I think this Chiefs team gets blown up this offseason. I don't exactly know what moves, but I do agree. I think Travis Kelce's retiring, so I think he's gone. Chris Jones, he's getting up there in age. I don't know what they're going to want to do with that. I don't know if they're going to use him for maybe a trade piece or, cut him for cap. I don't know what's left on his contract. I haven't looked into any of that, but they just have a bunch of guys who are getting later in their career, making a whole lot of money where they can get rid of them, ship them off, and get things in return. Draft picks, free agency signings. They have so much they can do, but they have to build around Mahomes for when he hopefully comes back healthy. Because, I don't like Mahomes whatsoever, but seeing one of the greats go down with an ACL and what was it MCL? I think it was
LCL.
both LCL. Yeah, that's terrible injury. You hate to see it. You never pray for injuries on anybody. So, you know, I'm happy the Chiefs aren't in the playoffs. I'll tell you that much. But he didn't have to get hurt because they were out anyways. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. Chiefs got a lot to think about this offseason. They're really good at drafting most of the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try and go and get some draft picks, draft capital, and go crazy in the draft, or they can try and, cut players, get some cap, and make some big signings as well.
I think they're just fucked, honestly. I think they're screwed. I think
Good.
they're screwed, to
Yes.
be honest.
I
I
love
really
that.
do. I think it's over. I think it's done. Next year, it doesn't matter if Holmes is healthy week 4. I think they're just done, to be honest.
It's weird, like we've talked about this before. The ACL is just obviously it's season ending, but it doesn't take as much time to heal anymore, unless you obviously re-aggravate it. But it seems like the Achilles tendon is the killer for the year at least. So
Right.
Yeah, I mean it sucks, You like Connor was saying, you obviously never hope injuries happen, but we live in the real world and they do. I just, especially for a guy in Patrick Mahomes where his number one skill set is going to be the amazing, escaping pressure, crazy throws, running around in the pocket, finding a guy, that's kind of like his whole thing. So is he going to have that same mobility? Is he going to be as
gonna be
fast? Is he going to
lingering in
be
the
as
back of his head.
elusive? You know what I mean? Right. Exactly. That's another point. It's like the whole mental aspect of it. Does he want to? Is that going to be thinking? I don't want to get hurt again. Anything like that. So and in no way, shape, or form is this me saying Patrick Mahomes is going to come back and be ass. You know what I mean? I don't expect that to happen whatsoever, but it is a possibility that he does, have limited mobility. And, like Connor was saying, the mental aspect of, maybe he doesn't want to rush out of the pocket as much, or maybe he stops pulling that bullshit ass run up the sideline, pretend like he's going to run out of bounds and then truck a fucking corner who's pulling up. Like, that pisses me off so much.
Based.
That's so annoying. But
I saw another thing, and then we can move on, is just if he's like taking more time than usual, like Andy Reid, what does he do? Does he just say like, "Hey, I'm almost 70, got a few rings"? I just say call it too, and just not fuck him over, because obviously you'll also have Patrick Mahomes and they'll be competitive, but that'll be a big blow because, dude, if they make like Matt Nagy the coach, oh my god, that'd be freaking awesome.
God.
You can't make him the coach after seeing what he did in Chicago. You just can't. You physically cannot do that. That would be detrimental.
Yeah.
Or Spags becomes head coach. That'd be cool.
I could see that. I could see that a lot more. But
I mean, he's turned down so many head coaching opportunities just to stay there as the defensive coordinator. So
he probably makes so much money, dude.
He would make a lot of money.
I don't know if this is correct or not, but this is telling me that the Chiefs have pretty much $2 million in cap space going into this coming off season.
Yeah, Chris Jones, you were out of there.
Yeah.
He's making a lot of money.
Yeah, him and McDuffie should definitely be out of there, I think.
Yeah,
which is going to blow for their defense, which I think was declining anyways.
We will see next year what they do. A lot of moves to be made for Kansas City. But another quarterback that we're going to talk about in the news here is Mr. Quinn Ewers is taking over in Miami. Tua Tagovailoa is benched, and that kind of leaves some question up in the air for next season. Is Tua going to be the guy next year? Who knows? I'm thinking no. Connor, we're going to bounce to you since you're right next to me on the cam. Is Tua the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins next year, week 1?
I mean, obviously I think there's a chance because we're not going to get a large sample size from Quinn Ewers, and backing up Quinn Ewers is now Zach Wilson. Like, Tua was put into the emergency QB. Like, he's QB3 right now, so we know what Zach Wilson is. He's not great at all. But Quinn Ewers, we're going to get a small sample size, so going into next season, if Quinn doesn't look good in these next 3 games and comes out and they do a quarterback battle and Tua wins, they're probably going to go back with Tua, but I think he's going to be on a very, very short leash during the season. So, if he starts out 0-2, throwing boneheaded picks, I think he's going to get benched. I think he probably will be the starter next year, but like I just said, very short leash. But I think benching him right now is honestly a good move. You're not going to make the playoffs. You're not going to go deep. Like, throw in the rookie, see what he's got in the tank, and just kind of go from there. You might have to make some changes. And how much time's left is on to his contract?
3 to 4 years.
Yeah,
is it?
He just signed.
I was supposed to say
I couldn't
signed
remember
last year.
He signed or anything. So, I mean, if someone's desperate enough for a quarterback, try and trade him or something. But I don't think you're going to get anyone to do that. So at this point, it's you're just sitting on dead money and waste of a roster spot, really. But we'll see. That Dolphins team's got a lot of issues overall.
Yeah, we take jabs at JJ McCarthy with the whole QB battle of next year. He's making no money. Tua's making $55 a year, so yeah. I think unless Quinn goes out there and lights it up, which I saw a little bit of a sample size of him playing against our third string safe practice squad guys in the preseason, he looked awful. So yeah. I'm not expecting much. And yeah, I think if they go into the next year, don't bring anybody in, the same guys of Zach Wilson and Ewers and then Tua, that QB battle, he'll definitely win that just for the money aspect. And then when I totally agree, if he starts playing like shit again, then somebody might be on the move. But I think the NFL kind of learned their lesson after trading Kirk or trading for Kirk and giving him a huge contract. And Kirk was playing good at the time, so that made actual sense. But trading for Tua in 2026, 2027, I don't know. Maybe the Saints are that desperate, but Tyler Shitbag's playing pretty well. That would be
He
like the
is
only team
saying,
that could
dude,
do
I don't
that.
know if
So
there's any team that's that desperate for a quarterback,
Nope. And
especially
if
unless
at
they
you
are,
have
they're going to
some,
draft one. So
unless you have some crazy bullshit happen again, where like you just get like injury, like the Chiefs. Like
yep.
if the Chiefs go out there and they get
Imagine the
Mahomes back, he
Cardinals or
gets
something,
re-hurt, and then somebody else gets hurt. It's like I need a quarterback, but I don't. They're not gonna have the money for that either.
dude.
Yeah,
His money is crazy.
yeah. I saw a thing that it's $99 million in dead cap if they cut him after this year, which would be the largest dead cap hit in NFL history, even surpassing the Russell Wilson cut from Denver.
Yeah.
And that was awful. So
Oof.
that would
Oof.
not only are you, getting rid of your guy, with no future plans, but you're also crippling your franchise for the next, I don't know, 2-3 years. So
Not good. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen our Insta story of Cheese and Bear Pod. Our friends over at Pick a Side Podcast, they did I can name this guy's better than Tua, and Drew was saying that Tua was better than Caleb Williams, and we all know how that is going right now. So, yeah, Broncos fans, am I right, guys?
yeah,
Shout
that's
out, Drew.
insane.
yeah,
He is
was
a
top of the Dolphins
rider.
to start the
Yeah.
season, man. I remember.
He is a rider
Drew
for Tua.
loves Tua. I actually wanna know his
I didn't mean it
reaction
like that.
finding
Hold on.
this
I
out.
did not
That's how
mean
I
it
took
like
it.
that.
I don't care.
I did
don't
not
care.
mean it like
I
that.
would love to see Drew's reaction to Tua getting benched. But you also have to think too as well, like you have Devon A-Chain back there, you still have Jalen Waddle, but like what's gonna happen with Tyreek Hill coming back? Like the name's there, but he's gonna be what, 32,
He probably
33-ish
won't be
maybe?
ready for next
Off
year at
an
all,
injury?
dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
His
like
No,
knee
dude, his leg was
exploded.
still off.
you're already
Yeah.
missing another great receiver, so now you're going to Darren Waller again, Malik Washington, Jalen Waddle, and then it's going to be the same thing of go everything through Devon A-Chain, which is just not
That's
giving
right.
your quarterback the greatest options either. So it's like,
It's all right. We love that though. Dump
I
off,
don't know.
screen
That
pass.
Want him out of that, he
Dolphins are
wins. But
also in
fantasy,
a tough
dude, let's
situation
go.
next year, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Dolphins, man. Just it's a tough position to be in,
I
and
think-
I kind of agree with Connor. They can't move him. They can't cut him. That's just too much money. So I agree. I think he probably will be the starter. Start next season.
think-
Short leash, like you said.
You think this could be in any way of Mike McDaniel trying to keep his job too because they're doing so bad? So they're like, fuck it, just throw somebody
I
else in there.
guarantee you he's gone at the end of the year, dude.
I was
think
thinking,
so?
I don't know if this, I don't know
think
if this
so?
saves him at all or
Yeah.
whatever, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I-
obviously he's got a lot of eyes on him right now.
I don't think this is really a save your job kind of thing with like the Giants guy, but it's I like you said, I think they are just missing the playoffs. So what's the point of like throwing your franchise, and putting in air quotes, guy out there for 3 games when he's not gonna do
Right.
anything. So I think we're
Exactly.
over exaggerating, which is super funny, like that he's gotten benched. But again, he got benched, so it's really funny.
It is.
I think it's more of the idea now that we're trying to talk about it, and like the real idea is like, hey, like you said, Connor, give viewers a chance. Tua's throwing, I think he's got 16 to 17 picks right now, which is gross. So let's see what yours got, I guess.
Yeah. Might as
And
well.
I think we play the AFC East next year, so I'm pretty excited for that. I
Mm.
think, because I was just like trying to figure out the divisions for next year. We haven't played them in a minute, so that'd be a cool division to play next year for sure.
Absolutely, that would be.
Well, Patriots and
scary,
Bills, I don't
but-
know if I really
Yeah.
want to play those guys.
Yeah,
but-
Patriots,
Yeah.
Bills.
2 easy wins, 2 maybe hard wins. That's
Right.
why I look at it.
It's a battle. And we're on the topic of the Dolphins really quickly here, but they also released Matthew Judon, who had 2 insane seasons with the Patriots. Looks like that age might be creeping up a bit. The speed's not there. I don't know if there's any locker room issues. I really don't think so, but he's like 33 going on 34. Obviously, I think he's just, lost it a bit. Does he sign somewhere, or is that it for Matthew Judon? Come to the
I really
Bears.
want
you
Pack
say.
it up.
I put it in the script really quick because I saw it. I know he's not a big hype player. I'd like him on the Bears, dude. Our pass rush sucks. So another body, bring him in for nothing.
Veteran experience.
Dude, something. We have Austin Booker who gets 2 sacks every 5 games. We traded for some asshole from the Browns. We have nothing the opposite of Sweat. I'm not saying he'll come in and produce, but it can't be any worse. So give him a chance. So that's
Yeah.
what I'll take him 100%.
I saw Alex
I don't
saying
know.
he's
Another,
done.
I know another pass rush needy team now.
Nah, we're
Nah, we're good.
Nah.
We're good.
we're good. We got Van Ness and Rashawn
Brother.
Gary, who are so
Brother.
speedy off the
We're getting
They're
in the
snap.
recap. In the
so
recap. In the
good.
recap. In the recap. That's
Yeah,
what.
we'll get
That's what they
there.
wanted.
We'll get
That's
there.
what they wanted.
Oh.
That's what they wanted.
We'll get there.
That's
We
hanging on by
will.
a thread. The
Yep,
Band-Aid.
but Alex said Judon, he's done, retiring, pack it
Yeah.
up.
Act that shit
Connor?
up, bud.
Yeah, nah, you had a good career, bro. Just
Yeah, 100%.
34 years old as an edge rusher, like you're just not gonna be able to produce at what you once were. So
Isn't it
Right.
crazy that Calais Campbell's just like producing at 38, 39
yeah,
years
Yeah.
old?
Yes.
that guy's different. That
And
guy
like
Also,
is
actually
seriously.
producing.
yeah, like he's actually like doing good.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's
He's so
insane.
big.
Age doesn't matter, right?
Is
Tell Philip
he's still in the
Rivers.
Cardinals, right?
He is on the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Never mind. We're on the topic of age and retirement. And this dude, I know it's not football. I know it's not basketball. It ain't even baseball or hockey. John Cena, household name all across the globe. It doesn't matter if you follow wrestling or not. You know who John Cena is. He is officially retired. I'm not going to say anything about it just because I don't really know anything about wrestling. Obviously, he's one of the legends, if not one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT. So, Connor, we'll start with you. Thoughts on John Cena retiring? Is it a great, time to walk away? Is it a little too soon? How are you feeling about it?
So
Good to start.
like growing up, I think if you are a kid growing up and you didn't watch at least a little bit of wrestling, I think you just didn't live your life right. I grew up, wasn't super big into wrestling for a while, and then, once I hit that like fifth grade, sixth grade, I kind of got into wrestling, and John Cena he was the guy, dude, So to see somebody that I grew up watching, I kind of fell off, but uh, just seeing what he did for wrestling, and and his career that he had was really cool. So to see him go out, I think there's a lot of people saying that they didn't like the way he went out, but he went out on his own terms, and he's been on record multiple times saying, when I want to go out on my own terms, when I feel like I can't produce anymore and be at my best, I'm going to go, and that's what he did. So shout out to a legend. He'll be missed for sure.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, man.
nothing on it. Go ahead, Alex, please.
No, yours is going to be quicker, so go ahead.
Oh, I was literally gonna say I don't have anything. Alex, please go. Is what I was gonna say.
Say. No, yeah, I mean, Connor, it said pretty much everything, man. Growing up, I definitely was into wrestling from a very, very young age. And just, growing up, he's been there the whole time, night in, night out. Obviously, more recently, it's been sporadic, but again, the guy's, 40 something, so makes sense. Can't do that every day. But no, it's really cool. You see a lot of these guys that can't, continue their career, so they're forced to retire due to medical reasons. But he's going out on his own terms and retiring, healthy. And it's not like he's just gonna go sit on a farm and live out the rest of his days in retirement. He's busy. He's a busy guy. He's gonna do press runs,
Hollywood
movies,
stars,
TV
even
shows.
movies, bro.
Honestly, like Peacekeeper, everything, man. He's a dog. So, shout out to him. He's the GOAT, man.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah. And like you said, man, he's been in movies, he's been in commercials. That's not going to stop. He's just going to keep raking in as much money as possible. So, shout out
Living
to
his
that dude,
best
man.
life.
Little kids today still know who that is. You could just say John Cena, and anyone could just do this. It's unreal how famous
You
that
can't see
dude is.
me.
You can't
Can't
see
see
me.
Awesome. Those are our sports starters. Let's get into some deeper, more football talk here, starting off with our Week 15 recap. We're going to get it out of the way. I'm going to get it out of my system so the rest of this podcast is a little bit more positive. The Packers, we fell to the Denver Broncos, 34-26. It was a great start to the game. We went up 23-14. I was on top of the world. I was feeling great. And I only have one person to blame for this loss, and his name is Matt LaFuck. Matt LaFuck ruined this game for us. We are up by 9, a 2-possession game. You have the ball in the third quarter. Why not milk some clock, methodical drive, go down there, take a field goal if you can. That's fine with me. No, fuck that, he says. Let's go deep again with PS2, one of the best corners in the league, guarding Christian Watson, who we all know, we've said it before, he's made of glass. And that proved, yes, he's going to be fine apparently for Saturday. Good for him. Came out of the game, he wasn't fine then, and that was a huge loss. Huge loss. Not his fault, though.
Oh.
Not Love's fault for throwing the pick. It's Matt LaFleur's fucking fault for going deep in the third quarter. What is the point of that? You already tried once, didn't work. First freaking play of the drive, he tries to go deep again, just testing him. We don't do that, and I don't know why he did. Against a good defense like Denver, I don't see why you take a risk like that, because after that play, it all went downhill. I told my dad as soon as we were watching it, I said, that's game. That's the game right there. And then Micah goes down, and I said, that's the season. So right now, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I think we're still a playoff team, but it doesn't freaking matter because whoever we play in the playoffs, I don't care. Micah Parsons was our entire defense, in my opinion, and it's gone now. So I am at rock bottom. I am still going to put trust in Jordan Love, but not a lot. Not a lot. I don't think he can do it by himself. So we'll let Connor speak. If you got any positives to speak about, I really don't want to get into it.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of positives. Needless to say, I was absolutely livid on Sunday. I was very angry. Um, Going into halftime, I truly felt in that first half that we were actually dominating. Like, yes, the Broncos score, we let them score and stuff, but every time we touched the ball, we were getting to the red zone. And sure, the Broncos defense is great. We know that they had some great plays and they stopped us, which resulted in field goals, but we still made them, got the points, and it felt like we were truly dominating. We looked amazing in that first half, and the second half happens. And, Josh Jacobs, shout out to him for making a big play. Like Mason said, we're up 9. That deep ball was just, it was so unneeded because, like you said, we're up. We can milk the clock, dink and dump, run down the field, waste clock, get close, maybe score a field goal, score a touchdown later. But no, we sit there, test one of the best corners, if not the best corner in the entire NFL, throw a pick, and Christian Watson gets hurt in the same play. Now the guy that Jordan Love has trusted, since he's came back, his best receiver, he's done for the day. One of the biggest pieces that we have is now out. Then Micah Parsons goes down, tears his ACL. Like, it was the biggest domino effect of all time, and it was just so hard to watch the last little bit of that game. So, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all do that.
Fucking dink and dump, man. That's all we could have done. That's all we needed to do was just dink and dump, and we didn't. Unreal. One of you guys, one of the Bear Viking can say their piece.
Dude, boners rise. Boners rise, dude. Bo Nix. Bo Nix. Boners
Nah, that was
rise.
something I wanted to say and totally forgot because I was getting
okay.
pissed off talking about it. Bo Nix looked like a fucking MVP candidate against us, and I wanted to put my head through a wall. We could not stop him to save our life. Keyshawn Nixon and Valentine, you fucking suck. You just let a 25-year-old fucking rookie cook your shit. Fucking bums.
Second year, but that's all right.
Yeah,
I know he's not actually a rookie, but, 25 years old, he's really fucking old. He's been in the league for 2 leagues. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Boners rise. Here we go. Let's start again. Boners rise. Boners rise. Bo Nix. Bo Nix. 4 touchdowns. My God.
Yeah.
My God. I just had to give him a little praise. That was Drew wanted me to say that. Bo Nix. RJ Harvey. 19 for 65. 3.4 a carry. Touchdown. He's looking really good. J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, he's gone.
Sorry, man. You're out of here. You're out of here. Cortland Sutton, if they can get another wide receiver in sometime next year in the draft, maybe this team could be even better. Troy Franklin, 6 for 85 and a touchdown. Sure, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Little
Troy
Jordan
Franklin's
Humphreys
a dog.
fucked you guys. I don't know
Yeah,
what
he had some
where
really
came
big,
from.
annoying
Dude,
catches, dude.
We just let everybody do everything against us. It was so fucking hard to watch the second half. It was just anything they wanted to do, they did,
Yeah.
and we couldn't answer them.
Yeah, I mean, they pick aside guys. We're talking about it a lot. I think the Broncos are the most complete team in the NFL, and it just depends on how Bo Nix plays that game. If Bo Nix goes into any game and puts up this, I don't think there's any team that can beat them. I'm gonna be honest.
I
Their
don't think they'll
defense just
lose
is
again.
too good. Bo Nix was unbelievable, but this comes down to Bo. Like I'm not saying this is how he's gonna play every game. He can have his shitters as everybody does, and they could lose a game. I know they're 12-2 and they've only lost twice, but I've seen some bad Bo Nix games. But that defense is just so good. Obviously, Micah went down. We don't got to go into that. Tom went down, so we'll
Yeah,
see who
fuck yeah.
plays.
Tom went down too.
Evan Williams went down. We'll
Yep.
just see who plays on Saturday. We'll get to that in the preview. But yeah, the Broncos team, man, I don't want to hype them up too much, but they look pretty elite on
If we
Sunday.
were gonna just lose the game, that's one thing. I wouldn't like if we just lost, they were the better team, like cool. That's fine. We lost, we take the loss, in a competitive game. But it's the fact that we lost Watson for half of the game because we decided to test another deep ball that didn't work out. Micah ends up tearing his ACL. Zach Thompson out, and Evan Williams also got banged up. It's just like we didn't have. It wasn't just like we were healthy and we lost. We got injured and lost also, which is now resulting in partially the rest of the season being cooked because our best player is gone. So it wasn't. Yeah, it's just overall bad day. I can't even think of words. I'm actually getting so frustrated. So I'm gonna stop.
Alex,
Yeah, man. Just touch a little bit more on the injuries and moving forward in the season. It's not like you guys have a cakewalk either.
No.
It's
Nope.
it's a difficult schedule moving forward. So hopefully the guys that don't have season-ending injuries can get healthy for you guys pretty quickly. If you guys make a playoff push, that was going to be definitely necessary if you hope to win a game. I feel like losing Micah probably pushes you guys out of any Super Bowl contention talks.
I would agree. I'm still
100%
confident
agree.
in the fact that we could still
Sean
go
Gary,
win a
guys,
playoff
come
game.
on.
I think we can still win a playoff game, but that Super Bowl hope for sure is kind of out the door. But I still think we can make a little bit of a run.
Yeah,
Matchups
I'm
obviously matter, but yeah, I agree.
right.
You should be able to make a push, at least make it obviously, and then depending on matchup, win a game or two. But
Well, I was
you
just
run
going
into
to touch on
Rams
that
group.
too. Is like if you guys lose out, you even make the playoffs?
Depends on what
I
the
don't
Lions do.
think
Well,
so.
yeah, it
Yeah, I
just
was gonna say
depends
it
on what
depends what
everyone
the
else does
Lions
in the
do because
North.
if the Lions win out and we lose, then they'll end up taking our spot.
The Lions just need to win 2 games out of their next 3, and if we lose out, they're in.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys play the Ravens though, so I'm not really worried about you guys
Yeah.
losing out.
We played the
That's-
Ravens
that's
and the
fair. Man.
Vikings. So
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Calm it down.
Come on,
Whatever.
nine, please.
Calm it down. Calm it down.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Um,
Speaking of 9, fuck the Packers. I don't even want to hear it. No, I'm just joking. You're good. You can finish
No.
your piece.
I was just gonna say gonna be rough moving forward. Shout out to Cortland Sutton, 7 of 10 for like 114 yards and a touchdown. Started him in fantasy this week, so that was a good start for me. But yeah, I don't know. There was a good game for the Broncos. I guess I can call them that after they beat the Packers. And I picked them to win, so they do something for me. I'll call them by their real name.
Wow, you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Progression. Let's go.
Riley Moss got an interception at the end of the game.
Yep.
Kind of put
that
it away there. That's very.
Ah,
It was not good.
Shit.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I understand you guys didn't have Christian Watson, and obviously you guys don't have Tucker Kraft, so the weapons aren't really elite. But like, I'm sorry, those last 2 drives out of Jordan Love were disgusting.
They're bad.
Oh,
They
terrible.
It's
With the
he
game on the
doesn't
line,
have a guy to
watch.
throw to. Like Christian Watson,
Bruh.
when he is in,
bruh.
the
I'm not letting you
different
say that.
level of play is
I'm not listening to it.
What?
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you
Because
off.
every
I mean,
time-
I do
every
mean to cut you
time
off.
We bring your wide receivers up. You say you guys love having all these
Yes,
wide receiver
yep,
2s and
I'm-
3s.
yep. Not
You had
going
Reed,
for it.
you
dude.
had Wicks, you had Dobbs.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm saying
All of them.
Christian Watson. Christian Watson is a legitimate difference on this team when he is playing versus when he's not.
Well, no, yeah, I don't know if that's what you said. You said you didn't have anyone to throw to, is what you said.
right.
Okay, well, I didn't mean it like that. I meant as in Christian Watson being down. That's Jordan Love's #1 target. When he's on the field, that's PS2 is covering him, making other people open, and Christian Watson can still get open against PS2 also. It's his favorite target.
It is.
I just
It
feel
is.
like it's a
Thank
bit
you.
of the
So
the
yes,
the moving goalpost situation here where we got down to the last two drives in clutch time where you gotta
yeah.
have
If
it
you
if
look at
you
that,
want a chance to
I'll
win
give
the
you that.
game, and he
Yes.
did not perform, man. In Toyotathon too, so I think shut those rumors down or
No, you can't.
shut that shit down. So I mean, it just not a good game for you guys. I totally get it. Obviously not hasn't been a great season for me either. So I think you guys kind of I could sympathize with the way that you guys were feeling this past week. Nothing really went your way, plus the injuries on top of it. So I definitely feel your guys's pain here, but also you guys are in the playoff picture, so I also really don't want to fucking hear it. So
All right. Yeah, and that's true. And the Minnesota Vikings are now 6-8. I can't believe they actually got their
So
sixth win
close.
last week,
Good
but
for you guys.
they did it, man. The Vikings in Dallas took the win 34-26. McCarthy had a pair of touchdowns to wide receiver one, Jalen Naylor. Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason were getting carries. Not a lot of run game going, but still, man, to go into Dallas and beat a Dallas team that was, really just hoping to win out and maybe make a wild card spot, that's probably out of the picture now, I think. So, Alex, get into that win, man. What a
yeah,
game.
fucking huge. I mean, you said it. Pair of touchdowns thrown to Jalen Naylor, huge. Ran a touchdown in himself. Shout out to JJ McCarthy, man. And I'll say this every week. I get it. They're not good defenses. I understand, but you're doing what you have to do. I'm not going to move the goalpost by saying, he's the worst starting quarterback in the league, and then he goes out and beats two of the worst defenses in the league and puts up 6 touchdowns and 64 points of offense in the last 2 weeks, and just pretend like, oh well, he's still fucking garbage and shouldn't play in the NFL. No, we did what we were supposed to do. We're beating these bad teams. Plus, I'm sorry, prime time away. Sunday night versus the Cowboys, who are in a must-win situation to keep their playoff hopes alive. That's a hungry team. Like that was a good win, and the defense. I did want to put this in here real quick before I go too long here, but we haven't had I had to double check this, but we haven't allowed a passing touchdown since the Lamar Jackson to Mark Andrews passing touchdown 5 weeks ago.
Holy crap.
We have
Wow.
not allowed a passing
Just getting
touchdown
rushed up the
since.
ass or what?
Yeah, pretty much. Fucking Jonathan Allen and fucking
Hargrave?
whatever Hargrave
Hargrave? Yep.
are fucking ass. So at least Jonathan Allen can kind of pressure the quarterback, which is good. That's good. We at least have him for another year. But Javon Hargrave can get the fuck off my team. But yeah, no, defense is playing lights out again. It's great to see. It sucks that we're not in the playoffs, but also it almost seems like there's no real pressure. You know what I mean? We kind of dumb the offense down. Everybody's just out there playing football. And Harrison Smith said it best a couple of weeks ago in his post game interview. It was like or it was actually last week after the win against Dallas. It was, you're out here, you're playing football on prime time. Yes, we have nothing to play for, but the love of the game. You know what I mean? You're out there playing football. You're playing the game you love, and it's not stress free, but you just get to go out there and play, man. Have fun, win the game, which is at the end of the day the most important thing. But yeah, huge win for us in my opinion. I think I'm obviously biased, but I have that as a pretty big win for us, man.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, the season obviously is over for you guys, but getting a win in Dallas, while Dallas, I still think, was getting hot and trying to make a playoff push, to beat them in Dallas and not have Dak throw a single touchdown, that's impressive. Not to bring down the mood, but seeing today that Josh Metellus and Jonathan Gennard are both out for the rest of the year absolutely sucks. But I don't know, maybe that's just they're just shutting them down because the season's over, or if they're actually hurt. I'm not quite sure. You can help me on that if you want.
I'm not sure about Metellus, but I know Grenard re-injured his shoulder while he was reaching back for Dak, and it bent back the other way, so he re-injured his shoulder.
Tough. Yeah, so those two guys are going to be huge losses on that defense. But no, JJ's looking better. You won't hear me complaining about competition, obviously being a Bear fan, with our schedule and our wins. But Yeah, JJ's looking better. Sadly, I didn't get to watch much of the second half of this game. Had to go to sleep, but yeah, glad that JJ is actually looking like a competent, capable, I should say, quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, the one thing I was going to touch on was just the fact that you're getting a win over Dallas in Dallas while they were hot, trying to make, some sort of possible playoff push. They needed a lot of things to go their way, but the first thing to do was to beat the Vikings at home, and they couldn't even do that. So now it's looking pretty bad for them. So, just to go out and get a win in Dallas against a hot team was, overall, that's just a great win for you guys. Like we've said multiple times already, your season's over, but I think just getting the morale back up in the locker room of the fact that you can go get a win. JJ McCarthy's actually playing good football right now. Like you've seen the flashes now. So you're like, okay, you're playing a little bit more fluently, a little bit more free, having fun, seeing where it goes. So then next year you guys can maybe do something
Yeah.
with it. But yeah, shout out for just getting a win when you can.
All these games remaining are for next year, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. And it's good to see, as a fan, you don't go into the season just absolutely sucking ass, because then next season you're like, well, you got a sour taste in your mouth from last year. So shout
And
out to the Vikings.
I did text Alex. Sorry to cut you off, Mason. I was like,
No, you're
"Yo,
good.
you guys can lose this and get a better draft." He's like, "No, I want to win." I was like, all right, go
Yeah.
crazy, King. I want to
I think,
win.
yeah.
Like, okay,
And that's obviously
great.
the feel in the locker room too, is, they want to win. They want to prove that JJ and,
9-1
the
crazy.
whole team,
9-1 crazy.
they all have, they've been getting shit on all year. So definitely taking it personal to end the season here. So shout out to the Vikings, and I guess, shout out to the Bears too. They went out and took care of business. A lot of people expected that to happen, but a 28-point win in the NFL is huge. So it doesn't matter who you're playing against a good defense too, top 5 defense in the league, and you just took care of business at home, 31-3. So Brennan, touch on any positives and things that you took away from that game.
Yeah, I'll first off by saying that the Cleveland Browns, I'll say it, they had a lot of guys not play.
Yep.
So their defense was pretty skinny or light, and then obviously Njoku and Dylan Sampson. But Miles Garrett was there, and he got 1.5 sacks. So Connor, he did get a hold of Caleb Williams. Didn't break it though. Didn't break it though. So that was good. But yeah, Caleb Williams. This was a game for the Bears that we really needed. Going into a rival game next week against the Packers, I expected us to win, but to blow out a good defense at home, that's huge for the ego, for the boost.
Yep.
If we would have won 17-3, it would have been a good win, but 31-3 in the NFL, like Mason said, is insane, and that's huge for the next week because everyone's amped up, and especially for the division. So pretty excited for next week, but this game was very good. Caleb Williams, 2 touchdowns, an unbelievable throw. Don't really care what do we want to call that, but yeah, that was unbelievable. DeAndre Swift,
Well,
Kalmananga, as always, were going nuts, but yeah, Shador Sanders, 3 interceptions. Our defense loves to take the ball away. 5 sacks. So again, everything that happened was great. There's not much I can complain about for this game. It was an easy watch, very fun for me. Yeah,
All right, he cut out.
Awesome.
yeah, cut out a little bit. That's fine.
am I back?
Oh, he's trying to come back maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Give him
Well,
half a second here.
he's cut out. Yep.
And I'm
One
gonna
of you
talk.
guys can go.
I'll be honest. I did not watch much of this game at all.
Me neither.
I kind of was getting ready for the Packer game, and I just was doing some other stuff. Caught a little bit of it, but hey, Bears got the win, something that we couldn't do. So before anyone else says the joke, I'll say it first. They beat the Browns, we didn't. So there's that. But yeah, Shador, 3 interceptions. It's going to happen. The Bears already had the most takeaways on the year, and then you throw a rookie in there, and tough defense, and he got cooked. So yeah, overall, just good win by the Bears. We'll see you next week.
Viking,
Alex?
anything on the Bears?
Yeah, I'm like Brendan said, that's a huge win. Your guys' defense is obviously one of the best in the league at taking the ball away, and that's what they were able to do with Shador. Even with, as you say, your god awful pass rush, didn't even really play much of a factor. But still, you guys have those ball hawking corners and safeties, so huge. big shout out to DeAndre Swift. He had himself a hell of a game. Kyle Monangai, maybe not as much. 11 carries, 33 yards. Nothing too special, but DeAndre Swift did kind of vulture some of those.
He went nuts.
Yep. So you guys were able to hold Quishon Judkins, 12 carries, 21 yards. You didn't get many opportunities, but you don't get many opportunities to run the ball when you only score 3 points and your opponent keeps scoring. So not necessarily a negative on him. But yeah, like you said, that defense was a little injured, but it's still a very, very, very good defense. And you guys were able to put up 31 points on them. So that's a very good sign for you guys. I feel like you guys are getting, just continuing to get hotter and hotter. We'll see if it transfers over to next week in this high intensity, highly emotional in division game. I'm excited, to sit back and watch this.
I'm definitely not
Wonder who
excited, but
Alex
we'll
is
get
gonna
into that. We'll get into that when we get to our Thursday and Saturday game previews. But before that, we're just going to do a little quick halt. After all this recap, we've had some division movement, and we are going to be predicting some division winners here. We're going to see if, people are taking what's on the board or if there's going to be any sudden jumps before the season ends. So let's start off with the AFC, and we're going to go with the AFC East. We'll just kind of go in the same order every time. We'll go Bear, Viking, Cheesehead 1, Cheesehead 2. So the Bear. Patriots or Bills? Who's going to take this division?
I think the Jets. No, I'm just kidding. With the AFC East, I think the last week win was enormous. Obviously, they needed to win to keep that idea going. I'm still going with the Bills. I think they win out, and I think the Patriots play the Ravens, so they need to win as well. And maybe they lose that game, they go down. That would be sweet. But I'm going to go with the Bills here. Pookie Bear is having a kid. He is just living life, easy mode. So I'm gonna go Bills.
Yeah, I'm not going to go Bills. I'm going to go New England just solely off I'm going to stick with New England staying at the top, solely off the fact that their schedule is so much easier. Like you said, they play the Ravens, who, are very streaky. But then they play the Jets and then the Dolphins. So if they can sneak out this win past the Ravens, then I'm 100% certain that they'll take it. So New England.
I had to check the schedule. I'm also going with the Patriots. I knew their schedule was easy, but obviously anything could really go in this Ravens game. I'm expecting them to kind of win, but then to close out the season, they have the Jets and the Dolphins. I'm expecting 2 wins there as well, and with the Bills already being a game back, I just don't think they can catch up.
And I'll third that. I'm going to go with the Patriots as well. I think last week it really ticked them off. I think they win out here, and they just don't even let the team that beat them. They don't even give them a chance by losing the game. They just win out and take it at 14-3. So, taking the Patriots. Sorry,
Patriots 14-3. Jesus,
insane.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy until you look at their schedule and it's like, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah,
literally.
But no one was really, at least any of us, we weren't expecting them to be that good this year in general. So just the fact of them to come out and have 14 wins is like, Jesus.
Oh no, it is.
They won
The number
3 games
14.
last year.
Yeah. Huge jump.
God, man, their schedule is freaking insane, though. The only competent team they've really had to play is the Bills twice.
Literally.
Looking at Giants, Bengals, Jets, Falcons, Browns, Titans, Saints, Panthers. Lost to the Steelers early on in the season. God, they lost to the Raiders week 1. That's crazy to look back at.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. 14 is going to be nuts. I don't want to make that not something. But those teams that he just named off fucking suck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's it's at the end of the day, it's I'm a realist. I understand that fucking Drake May's balling, but if people are gonna shit on the Bears schedule, that shit is even worse.
You can't shit on the Bears schedule. You can't shit on the Bears schedule either. So that's all I'm gonna say. You can't shit on it.
Tough schedule. I don't give a fuck. When's a win?
Yeah. Amen. We always say. Always saying that. Win is a win in the NFL. AFC North. Between the Pittsburgh Steelers at 8-6, the Baltimore Ravens at 7-7. Brennan.
I think they face each other at the end of the year, week 18.
They do. Yep, so, last week.
Fuck it. I'm going Ravens, dude. I'm going Ravens. I think Lamar figures it out. I don't know why and how he's playing like dog shit, but I just don't think there's a playoff, I mean, they probably will still make it, I'm assuming, that we don't have Burrow, Lamar, and Mahomes. So I think they win the division over the Steelers.
Viking.
I was thinking of agreeing with Brennan here, but I think I'm actually going to go with Pittsburgh. Um, they play the Lions and then Ravens week 18, but in between there they play the Browns. Baltimore to me, they play the Patriots, the Packers, and then the Steelers. Those are three very losable games. So the Pittsburgh's already got a game up on them. They have one less loss in the division, so I think they're going to keep that top spot. But I think it's possibly because the Ravens might lose out, and Pittsburgh only gets the one win versus the Browns. Maybe
The Ravens and Patriots game for both teams are enormous.
yes.
I think.
Huge.
I think I'm gonna agree with you, Alex. I mean I was gonna look up the schedules, but you did it for me. Just them being a game up already, playing the Browns in the middle, and then the Ravens possibly just having the actual chance of losing out. I feel like I'm just gonna trust the Steelers' schedule and how they've been playing more than the Ravens. So the Ravens are gonna have to pull something out of their ass. I literally have Ravens down right now, but I'm switching it
What's
to the
week
Steelers.
18? Where is that?
Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh.
Who are you taking for that game if like the winner gets the division?
I think I'm taking Steelers, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go Ravens,
No.
obviously, but
I'm going Steelers.
yeah.
Yep. And I'm going to take the Steelers too, and it's solely just because of one game. It comes down to that Patriots-Ravens game. If the Ravens take that game, I think they go on and they'll probably take the division. If they lose that game, I think they're cooked. I think the
Yeah, they're-
Steelers take it
they're
at
done.
9-8. I think they take it at 9-8.
Oh my god.
Shocker.
I fucking hate beating
Oh,
an
yeah.
NFC North so goddamn much, dude. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Taking a division at 9-8 is wild.
Oh my god.
We'll
Oh,
see.
we'll get to
see. It's
worse.
a fun-
Oh,
Fun
I
mashup.
100%. But it's just even nine,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not fail. It's not fail.
Yep. It says the Broncos. With X. What does X mean? It doesn't mean
Clinched.
division.
They
Yeah,
clinched
playoff,
they just
playoffs.
clinched.
playoff
Yeah.
berth. I'm going to go to the AFC West because it's just between two teams right now, and then we'll finish with the AFC South, which is three teams. But the AFC West,
How many wins did the Chargers have?
10.
Damn.
Don't the-
Okay. I'm going
Broncos are
Broncos.
12-2. Yep, Broncos are 12-2.
I just think somehow the Chargers don't fall apart because I think they're a very good, well coached team. But at some point, dude, all the goddamn injuries for the Chargers I think are gonna creep up on them. But yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos pretty easily here.
Viking.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Broncos here as well. Like Brennan said, it's pretty easy. Like you said, the
Yeah.
Chargers are a very well coached team, but Denver's just on another level, man. And they
Pretty
you
good,
know,
pretty good coach over there too, right, Alex?
no, absolutely not. They have the worst coach in the league, actually. But
Yeah, I'm going Broncos as well. I've been saying that one for a while, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah, I said Chargers earlier on, but I just don't see it happening. Broncos have a 2-game lead with 3 games left, and I honestly think they're just going to win out and win 14 straight. So give me Denver. And we'll move
we
on to
go.
the AFC South with 3 teams still fighting for the division. We've got the Colts in third at 8-6, the Texans on the rise with 6 straight wins at 9-5, but the freaking Jacksonville Jaguars keep winning. They have won 5 straight, and they're sitting at the top of the AFC South at 10-4. Brennan, who's taking the AFC South?
Give me that team from Houston. Give me the Texans. I'm going to take the Texans. Their defense is unbelievable, and Stroud is finally healthy and playing well. Shout out Nico, is going crazy. Jags are a good shout as well, but I'm going to go with the Texans here.
yeah, I'm going Jags here. Said it in the beginning of the season. Now we're getting towards the end. I gotta stay there. But also, I do think that each of them only lose one more game the rest of the season. I think the Jags lose to the Broncos, but then they beat the Colts and the Titans, and then I think Houston beats the Raiders, obviously, but then loses to the Chargers and then beats the Colts. So then I think Jacksonville will still keep that one win, one more week. Or one more win.
Depends who the quarterback is for that Jaguars-Colts game. If they pull Phillip, I don't know, dude. Phillip almost beat the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know. I kind of like not saying they can win a Super Bowl, but they just almost beat the Seahawks. Come on, Philip Rivers. Come on, guys.
Colts defense almost beat the Seahawks, or Sam Darnold almost beat the Seahawks.
There it is.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you. I
creeping
was
up.
waiting for somebody to say
It's
it.
creeping up, dude. All that pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Houston Texans as well. Brennan said it perfect. The defense is unbelievably good, and this offense is starting to really catch some fire. C.J. Stroud is finding his rhythm. Nico Collins is great. Woody Marks has been playing really well as well when he can be on the field. So, just everything about this Texans team is on the rise. So I'm gonna stick with that and think they're gonna run through the finish line here.
I love that because I love that Houston team. I love everything about them, but Alex said everything that I was going to say. I think they both win 2 games. The Jags have that 1 game lead, and I think it sticks. Texans finish 11-5, Jags 12-4, and boom. I can't believe it, but the Jags taking them.
Connor,
I wouldn't have believed it.
I would have. Connor, quick question for you. Did you think that the Texans beat the Chargers in that Week 17 matchup? I believe it. If this sways you, I believe it's in LA. I'm about to double check. It is in
I mean,
LA.
I think overall it's just
Doesn't
going to
sway
be a
anything.
close game. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's up in the air. You got two teams that are playing at a pretty high level right now. But if you look at the Houston Texans defense versus the Chargers offensive line, I'm going to lead towards the Texans defense. So
Really
I
fair.
think there's definitely a chance that the Texans win that game.
Yeah,
That's
very
fair.
fair.
I'll take the Texans too.
Yep, love it. That was a split. Texans, Jags. We'll see how it plays out towards the end of the season. Let's move into the NFC here. We are going to start with the NFC East. It's just between 2 teams, but I think we can keep it pretty short and sweet. The Eagles are at 9-5. Dallas is 6-7-1. Brennan, do the Dallas Cowboys win out and take the division, and the Eagles basically lose out? Does that happen?
No, I got the Eagles.
Yeah, no.
I don't gotta say much. I got the Eagles here. After
Yeah,
losing
fair.
to 9, with all due respect, at home, that was a huge loss. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Eagles here.
Yeah. One. Shut up. 100%. I'm going Eagles. We shut the Cowboy season down. They have no hope. I mean, they have a slim chance, but no hope. So go ahead, give me Philly.
Yeah, I got the Eagles as well.
Yep, and I got the Eagles. We'll make that a clean sweep. Now, the other 3 divisions, this is where it gets really, really fun. We're going to start with the NFC South here at 7-7. The Buccaneers currently hold first place. The Carolina
Dude, I
Panthers.
fucking hate the NFC
my
South so
God.
goddamn much.
They're
The Panthers
stains on the
are
NFL.
also 7-7. And what I love about this division is that these 2 teams get to play each other in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Or
Back to
basically
back,
2 out of the
back to
3
back.
weeks, I should say.
Whatever.
It's Panthers at home next week, and then to finish the season, you got the Bucks at home against Carolina. So, Brennan, Tampa Bay or Carolina, who is going to win that division?
God, Panthers could have taken advantage, but Tyler shitbag, dude. Come on, Connor.
Unreal.
Feast. Feast.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay takes both games against the Panthers and win this division. Get rid of division winners for the playoffs. It should be the top 7 seeds. Anyways,
Agreed.
I think I think the Buccaneers win this division. They take both games against the Panthers. They finally figure it out. I don't know why Baker's playing like dog shit. He's been actually so ass. I know we love him here, but he's been not very good the last few weeks. It could be against with that injury. I don't know. But how you lose? Who were they playing last week? I can't remember. It was
They lost
Falcons.
to the Commanders, too.
Commanders last
It
week.
was the
And then the
Falcons
Falcons.
last week. And
Last-
the
yeah,
Saints
the
and the
Falcons,
Saints the week before.
But I'm saying
Oh.
why I said last week is you had everybody. You had Godwin, you had Mike Evans, you had Ibuka, and you had to the moon McMillan. How the hell do you lose that game? Like
And
at
Bucky,
home.
if I'm not
And
if I'm not
Bucky was there
mistaken.
too. Like, dude, that was a bad
was there.
loss.
Oh, it was
It
the
was-
Cardinals they almost lost to. Never mind. Yeah, not Commanders. Sorry. It was
That's
the
all right.
Cardinals
You're an
they
idiot.
almost lost to.
But I got the Buccaneers here.
That was funny.
Alex.
yeah. I'm gonna go. God, see,
What? No.
He's
Ah,
going against Coker.
I'm
No.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna go Carolina here just because that's my third team, the second, 2A team. Um, I just I hate the NFC South so much. Both of these teams are so ridiculously inconsistent. How the fuck do you beat the Rams and then lose to the Saints? How do you
Yeah.
do that?
Oh,
Tyler
I
Shitbag,
don't
dude.
know.
Come on,
I
guys.
don't get it.
No.
It genuinely makes no sense to me. And they're in division, they're both 2-2. In conference, they're or I guess Tampa Bay's 5-5. The Carolina's 5-4. But I don't know. I'm gonna go Carolina here, and that's just because of my bias.
I like it.
Oh, once again, I literally have the Panthers written down, but I just looked at their schedule. The Panthers play the Bucks this week. Obviously, they play the Bucks week 18. But that week 17 game is against the Seattle Seahawks. That's not good betting odds there. And the Buccaneers obviously play the Panthers twice, and then their middle game is the Dolphins, which with the way that the Bucks have been playing, could
Win
easily be a
yours.
loss.
Right.
But
Right.
but yeah, Quentin Ewers being there,
Ugh.
and just the fact that this Bucks team has been super inconsistent all year. The Seahawks I think are way too good. I think I'm gonna take the Buccaneers strictly because I don't know if the Panthers are gonna edge them out there. So
Yep. And I'm gonna give my best Todd Bowles face after they win 3 straight and make the playoffs. Just
yeah,
give me the Bucks. I think they win out and they take it at 10-7. So, and he's just not gonna make any face. He's showing no emotion. He is a terrible head coach, but they still get it done somehow. Mike Evans and McMillan, man, them being back, I think it's huge, and we saw that. Even though they still lost, they were getting it's huge. They were getting involved. So I'm gonna take the Buccaneers here. NFC West, 3 teams, not 1, not 2, but 3 teams still in contention, and these teams are solid. We got the 49ers at 10-4, and the Rams and Seahawks both at 11-3. The Rams have the edge right now, but that all changes on Thursday. I think this is kind of leading into like our Thursday preview here. Brennan, Rams, Seahawks, Niners. Who takes it?
Rams. That's all I got. Rams. Rams all day long. Thursday's going to be a huge game. I don't think Devontae Adams plays. Make sure you guys go check out our video on Cheese and Bear Pod, and make sure you put your guess who wins that game on Thursday. Connor made a very cute video for me. But I'm going to go with the Rams here. Win that division.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rams as well. They're a really good team. They have a game up in division, so even if they end up tying with Seattle or even San Francisco, they have the division record above. So I'm gonna go the Rams here.
yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks, man. Been saying that the whole year.
Respect it.
I gotta stick with it. I think obviously this coming week is going to be the biggest deciding factor. We'll get to that in just a little bit here, but I think the Seahawks are going to take it, man. Sam Darnold is going to prove himself in these upcoming weeks. That's all I'll say. What's wrong with that?
The
What's
fuck?
wrong with that?
I saw Alex's face and I laughed.
Hell
Watch
no.
him. Watch him ball.
I'm finally doing it. I'm finally
You're going 49ers?
I'm doing it. I'm going San Fran. No, I'm gonna go Seahawks here. I really do. I really do. I think they win out. I think they win out.
Ball
I think
knower.
Devontae being out really hurts the Rams. I hate it personally just because obviously Puka can still go off, but it's just a big piece that's missing.
You
from
don't
that
like you don't like
offense.
any Tutu Atwell? You can't. I can't. You don't like any
All right.
Tutu?
I'm more of a
Colby
Jordan
Parkinson.
Whittington guy, or Terrence Ferguson, get Ferguson
There we
involved,
go.
but.
Blake
Yeah, I
Corum,
think the
that kind of?
Seahawks defense. Yeah, Corum's unreal,
Shut
but I don't really
up.
think it matters with the
I
Seahawks
hate Blake
defense.
Corum.
So good.
Yeah, I
God.
can't believe it, but I'm taking the Seahawks, and I can't believe
Let's
that
go.
Connor and Alex both might have 2 just obscure. I shouldn't say obscure, but just 2 division winner predictions to start the season that I thought were like,
That'd be
no,
kind of nuts.
no
Yeah.
chance. And they both
Right.
might just nail it on the head. So shouts to both of you guys. And shouts to this division because it's always the best division in football. The NFC North
Always.
is still between three teams here. We've got the Lions at 8-6, the Packers at 9-4-1. Oh, the Vikings. Oh wait, never mind. They're way down there. They're 6-8. Never mind. And
Hey,
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The Bears are at 10-4. We're all sulking under the Bears. Amazing season. Brennan, do they keep their amazing season going and take this NFC North division?
This was a hard decision. I'm not gonna lie. But I did. I'm going with the Chicago Bears to win in the division. I'll call it a spade. I think we win on Sunday or Saturday. I'm sorry, and then we beat the 49ers in week 17. So I'm gonna go with the Bears as the winner of the division. Yeah, I like our chances on Saturday. I understand you guys lost a lot of people. I'm not gonna pretend like that's not a thing. I think it's gonna hurt you a little bit, and I think we end up taking the division at 12-5, 5. Math.
12-5.
Yes, I got the Bears.
interesting. I also actually have the Bears, but I think they're going to
Shocker.
take it. I think they're going to take it at 11-6. I do not think they beat the 49ers. I do think they beat the Packers this upcoming week. Spoiler. But I have a sneaky feeling that the Packers might lose out here, and then the
You just said the
Lions
Ravens were going
might
to lose
jump
out,
up.
did you not?
I don't think I said that. I said
Pretty
that.
sure you
Well,
said
first
that.
of all, I said
It's
that.
impossible.
If I
You said it was
did,
possible.
there we go. Add the caveat, and it's possible that the Packers lose out too. So I'm good on both sides. I think the Packers are going to lose out. Who said that? Anyways, yeah, I got Bears winning the division at 11-6.
Yeah, I'm picking the Packers for not just because a Packers fan obviously, but I think there is a legitimate chance. We'll get to the rest of the picks and stuff later, but I think there's definitely a chance that we win this division. It's going to be tough, especially with our losses. But if you want a chance, you have to go on a run here at the end. So I think it's definitely possible, and I'm gonna stay locked in on the guys and go with Packers.
I give you a lot of props, man, because I am fully out. I am
You're
out.
such a
I think
pussy.
the Packers
you are
are
such a
going to
fucking
finish.
bitch.
I think we're going to finish 10-6-1, and the Bears do finish 11-6, and that fucking tie is going to be absolutely detrimental to the division. So, yeah, give me the Bears winning this
Who's
division.
that win against?
The Ravens.
Oh, wow. That's
We're gonna lose in Minnesota.
crazy.
We're losing to the Vikings?
Goddamn right you are,
That's
motherfucker.
crazy. Motherfucker.
The way this season has been, and the way how important that game is going to be for Green Bay, how important that game is
Wait.
going to be for us, we're
wait.
going to crumble. We're
Wait,
going to
wait.
crumble.
Wait.
I just sense it. I sense it. Brendan, take over.
Is that game in Minnesota or is it in Green
Yeah.
Bay?
Yes, it
It's
is.
in Minnesota.
Give
Well, I
me
asked that.
fuck.
Or is it Minnesota? It's in Minnesota. Sorry, I asked it. Or and I got a yes. Minnesota. Okay.
It is. Yep, it
Okay.
is. And I think we go in and we just shit the bed. We look absolutely terrible. I do not trust Matt
You
LaFleur
are
one
such
bit.
a fake fan.
I'm not a fake fan. I absolutely
You're a
love
fake
my
fan.
team, but sometimes you got to be
Do
real.
you?
Alex
You
knows
guys are
his
gonna
team
lose
is
the
not playing
dog
well.
shit ass Vikings.
It's okay. I'm going to give it to him because he's already out of the playoffs. At least we'll be in the playoffs, but I think that they just crush our hopes of the division. They just crushed the
Maybe not.
Cowboys' hopes.
If the Lions win out and we lose 2 of the next 3 games, they can still take us. No.
Yeah. I don't think the Lions win out, though.
Who do they lose to?
Chicago.
God, we're so good, dude.
This guy.
Dude, it's not. I don't think they went out. I think we sit our guys week 18 because we have the division in my world. I think the Steelers beat them. I think the Steelers beat them. I like Aaron Rodgers.
I like it, too. I don't hate that. Don't hate it. I like Raj, but point is, I think the Bears take the division. Even if we do win in Minnesota, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what's going on around what we're doing. It just depends on what the Bears are doing, and I think they take at least one. Oh, I said 11-6. Shit, I think they actually might be 12-5 then. They
Mm,
beat the Lions.
Nice. Can
So
we
yeah,
move
never
on?
mind.
mm.
Yeah, we can move on because I'm done being a negative Nancy about my favorite team.
Fucking A.
Uh, Go Bucks, whatever. God, I hate Wisconsin so much. Jesus Christ. Let's get into Thursday here. I think we kind of already gave a little preview here, but we'll just kind of go backwards now. We'll start with Connor, go to the Viking Bear, and then finish out with the other cheeseheads. So, Connor, I think we already know where everyone's going with these picks here, but just, give a little explanation on why you're choosing your team to win this game.
Yeah, I'm picking the Seahawks to win on Thursday. I think, going into it saying that the Seahawks are going to win, it's going to be close between the Rams and the Seahawks. Rams took the first game at home, and that was when Sam Darnold, threw 4 picks. I think going to be at home, knowing how big of a game it is. I know he does not have a good track record in this high pressure situations, but I think he's going to. You know what? Give me a second. Someone else go.
All right, I'll go.
Oh my God,
I'm
dude.
going to I'm taking the Rams here. I think that exactly the same reason that they lost that last matchup is going to be the same reason they lose this matchup. I think Sam Darnold's going to fall apart under the pressure of that Rams defense and their pass rushers. So I think they have a stinker of a game, and they still haven't figured out the run game like we've been talking about for weeks. So I think those are all net negatives. I understand not having Devontae Adams is going to be a huge hit, especially in the red zone, but I'm still confident that the Rams can get it done.
Yeah. Or Connor, do you want to finish your point, or are you good?
Yeah, I don't exactly remember where I left off. I just think, with how good both these teams are, I think they do split. Seattle being at home, I think the crowd's going to be with them. Devontae being out, I think is going to be a really big hit. So I just think overall that this Seahawks team is going to take advantage of being at home in a high pressure situation, and they're just going to get it done. Not much more you can say to it. You got to step up and trust the Seahawks defense that's been good all year. Have them make a couple plays. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means either. It's going to be a close game for sure. I just think, Seahawks are going to get it done.
Yeah. I got the Rams here. I think Stafford continues his MVP case, and getting a win if Devontae's out is going to be enormous. Oh, wow. Okay. I got the Rams. I think it's a big running game for the Rams here. I think Blake Corum and Kyron Williams have a very good game, and I think the Rams sneak out a field goal kind of win here in Seattle.
I like it. Yeah, Devontae being out definitely swayed me a little bit, and I know, Seattle's not had the best run defense, but I think that changes for some reason. I think Blake Corum's run, I think it comes to an end this week. I think he'll have 12 carries for 32 yards, no tutties. Kyron will do his thing, maybe score a touchdown, but other than that, I think the Seahawks defense is just barely going to edge it out in a pretty, average scoring game, somewhere in the 20s, but I think they're barely going to edge it out. It's definitely going to be a tough matchup there, but I'm going Seattle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Damn straight. Let's move on to Saturday here. Bears at home, 10-4.
Whoa,
Packers,
let's
9-4.
save this for last. Save it for last. Come on. What do we do?
Oh my God, there is another Saturday game. I just didn't even realize that.
Yep.
My fault.
You're right.
My huge apologies. Totally thought it was just Packers
15
Bears.
push-ups.
Yep, that's fine. I don't know if I can do that, but it's all right.
I was going to say 5.
Funny.
How many push-ups?
Eagles,
Nick, how many push-ups do you guys think you can do in a row? Just real quick.
25.
Yep.
Probably 37.
I'd say like a confident 50.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see that on Saturday. I like a good 35. 35. Solid, good
Yeah.
form.
Like
Okay.
I'll tell you, I've dropped down and given 20
37.
before when I was in shape, and giving you 20, man, I'll start to feel a burn, and I'm so out of shape now. So
And
I'm
make sure
gonna
you
give
guys see
myself
the new
just
video of
25.
Connor doing 37 push-ups on the.
That's
Yeah,
what he said. 37.
That's going to take 17 hours.
Can't move either. You're just gonna stand
Gotta
there.
maintain form.
Yeah.
Bent elbows the whole
Plank
time.
formation.
Can't
Yes.
straighten them out.
Nope. Nose to the ground.
That was awesome. Yeah, we'll start with the other Saturday game that's happening at 4 p.m., not the late game. The Eagles at 9-5 are heading to Washington to face the Commanders, who are at 4-10. They're out of the playoffs. Brennan, who takes it? I can't remember what order we're
You're
in,
good.
so sorry.
I was kind of waiting for Alex to get the belt out. I think this is the Eagles all day long. I think they had a get right game against the Raiders,
There it is.
and they demolished them. So I got Philly pretty easily here. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
Yes.
what up, Big
Yeah,
Dub?
give me the Eagles. There's no explanation to it. It's kind of a free win at this point in the year. So
100%. I'm going Eagles here.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles, and if they don't win, then that just proves that they are not a Super Bowl contender whatsoever.
You
You
know,
have to
I've
win
seen I've
games.
seen crazier things this year. I've seen
Right.
crazier things. You know how crazy that would be,
Exactly.
dude?
100%.
You
Must be
know,
the
and
Broncos.
it'd be awesome.
yeah,
Crazy.
and this late in the season, we always say it, but a win is a win. You have to win. It doesn't matter who it's against. You just need to start stacking wins. So I absolutely think that they'll take it by more than a touchdown. All right, we'll get into the good game now. I didn't realize that a shit game was before us. That's totally fine. Get into the real marquee matchup of Saturday night. Go into Soldier Field. The Green Bay Packers are heading there. I want Alex to give his prediction first. Then we'll go the Bear, and then we'll leave the two cheeseheads last because, we're sulking over here. So, Alex, Packers Bears. Who's going to take this one?
I think Chicago takes this one at home. I think again it's going to be a really close game. I don't know how you guys are going to get pressure on Caleb, make him feel uncomfortable. I think Caleb's going to have a solid game where he can stand in the pocket and really see and I keep wanting to say develop, but I know that read the whole defense, and then make his reads to his pass catchers. And then I also think that their running game is going to be very, very good this week.
Okay, yeah, you got the Bears. Yeah, I got the Bears as well. As long as we don't start out like the worst fucking team of all time in the first half. If we start out hot, I like our chances. I'm not gonna compare our injuries, but both teams have major injuries, missing a lot of players. I don't think Luther or Rome plays, which is gonna suck because I'm about to have to see Zacchaeus catch the ball a lot, which sucks. Hopefully, Jade Walker plays a lot because he has a cool celebration when he scores a touchdown. But no, I think Alex kind of hit on the head. Missing Parsons is going to be incredibly insane. I'm not a Rashawn Gary guy, never been a Lucas Van Ness guy. Engbare, he's a beast. So if we can just kind of contain him, I like our chances. I like Caleb having a good game here in Soldier after the Browns game. The run game should be good. I'm going to go Bears here.
I'm taking the Packers. I can't get myself to take the Bears, knowing that this division is still up for grabs, and this is an absolute must-win. We're missing, a lot of key pieces on this team, but I'm coping as a motherfucker right now. Maybe not having Parsons might help us because then he's not gonna be able to get pressure, and Caleb's best thing is evading taking sacks, and every time he does that, he cooks our shit and throws a 20-yard dot, and they get the first down off it. So maybe if we leave him in the pocket, he overanalyzes things, throws more picks, makes more mistakes. I'm coping, but
I
maybe
like it.
That's
I
like
like it, though.
That's like
it's honestly
total
not the
opposite of
craziest
what
thing
you
I've
want
ever
to
said.
happen.
It's not the
Not
craziest thing I've ever said.
because you can look at
Um,
that completion percentage. So
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm taking the Packers. It's an absolute must-win game. I do think it's going to be close, but I do think we're going to end up taking it in the end, maybe by field goal or maybe a last drive touchdown. Clutch love, like he always is. Haha. Yeah, it's going to be a good game though for sure. So I can't wait to see what happens, and hopefully we get the dub.
Yeah.
yeah, he's really clutch. Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, Jordan Love is the most clutch quarterback in the NFL.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, you guys have kind of gotten the vibe from Cheesehead number 2 this entire podcast, and I think we all know where we're going with this. I'm going to take a tie. I think this game goes into overtime. Packers get their second tie and just absolutely screw it. No, I'm going to take the Bears. I looked at the spread, which I think is absolutely wild. The Bears are favored by only 1.5 points. And again,
we're
like you
favored
guys kind
now?
of say,
Yeah,
thought you guys were.
we were favored earlier today.
Oh
we
wow.
were favored.
Okay,
which
yeah,
is
they
just
must have
also-
changed that very recently because I looked earlier. and you guys were favored by a half point.
Yeah, and I think the lines are starting to come, back to a space where it's making more sense. I think the Bears take it even without Rome, even without Luther if he doesn't play. Like Brennan said, man, I am really expecting at least 150 rushing yards from Chicago this game. Now, we've actually had like a pretty solid run defense all year, which is really weird. I mean, our defense is solid. It makes sense, but I think today, or not today, Saturday, that kind of comes to an end. And Monungai, Swift, even freaking Williams out of the pocket, he might get some 10-yard carries for first downs on 3rd and 11. It's going to piss me off a lot, but I'm going to take the Bears in their run game here.
Yeah,
Sadly.
I'm gonna be honest. With the Cleveland game last week, they weren't getting like much of any pressure. Obviously, it was all Myles Garrett was getting most of the pressure. He like didn't run at all, and that's the one thing you don't want Caleb to do is have time in the pocket because he will find somebody open. That's the one thing he does is he holds on the ball forever and waits for a big play to develop. And sometimes it's not good because you have Michael Parsons breathing down your neck and then he escapes. But if he has time back there, I think he will make a pretty good play every time.
I think he's going to make a bonehead decision and throw a couple picks, and we're going to win the game off it.
Yeah, he just
I
doesn't.
really hope
He just
so,
doesn't
man.
do that. But that's
Well, he's going to because he's getting in his head with his, I'm going to beat the Packers, and then boom, reality hits.
The best part is that our defense doesn't do that either. We don't
No.
take the ball away.
No, we don't at all.
Can you
It's
guys
gonna
believe
have-
that the Jets don't have a single interception this year?
Yeah,
Do
that's
they
sad.
really not? Wow,
Not a single one.
that's
There's
crazy.
always, whenever you're feeling down, just, there's always
Remember, you're
someone
not a
doing
Jets
worse
fan.
than you.
They should trade for Sauce Gardner. That would be a good
Oh,
player.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
Maybe
That'd be a
Quinn
good
and
move. You say the
Williams.
Jets should?
Yes. Who did he pick off? Can't remember. Shoot.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
which
Jason
time.
McCollum.
All right, here we go.
All right, you know what? Matter of fact,
Fantasy
Last thing.
starts.
Still,
Starts of the
Unless you
week.
guys
get
have
out of here.
anything else to say about Thursday or Saturday's games.
No,
blacking out.
it's time for starts.
Blacking
Here we
out
go.
Saturday.
We
Stay
got
tuned for some
updated
fun little short
standings.
vids also. Short vids coming.
Updated standings in the fantasy starts of the week. In last place is the Viking, Alex. He is back in last place with
I knew it.
939.56 points after a 56-point week. That hurt
Terrible.
you. In third, Brennan the Bear, 945.54. In second, Mason, 956.02. And I am the first one to crack the 1,000 mark. I am at 1,004.50 points. You wish you could be me. All right. Getting into quarterbacks. Once again, they're also in contention to, win his division. I'm going Brock Purdy. I think he's due for another big game. Just feed it to CMC, just pass it to him 100 times, and he's going to get his points. So, Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mace.
I went with a guy I can't believe I haven't taken him all year. He's the regular season merchant. I'm taking Dak Prescott here.
Very nice. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go quarterback Joe Burrow versus the Dolphins. I think they light it up,
Good one.
kill them.
Yep.
They might score 100 points.
Just realized I haven't used him either.
do like that. I'm gonna go JJ McCarthy versus that Giants defense. He's playing well. Hopefully, he keeps the streak going. Hoping for it.
Can't hate on it.
Jackson Dart, JJ McCarthy, cinema.
Cinema. Yeah.
What a
cinema.
what a game. Moving over to running back. My running back this week is going to be Breece Hall against the New Orleans Saints. That team is just bad. If they're going to do anything, it's going to be on the offensive side. The Saints' defense is just not good. So give me Breece Hall to cook.
Me too.
I am going to take Saquon Barkley. Again, I can't believe I haven't taken him yet, but I'm going to take him and just hope that he can break off a couple runs against the Commanders.
Nice. I'm a little risky here. I'm going to go with Kareem Hunt. I think that they lean on the run game here versus the Tennessee Titans with Gardner Minshew starting at quarterback. I think they lean a little bit more on the run game here. So let's go in for swings.
Luck.
I've heard
Good
worse. I've heard worse things. Going over to wide receiver. surprised I haven't used this guy, and I'll be dead honest, I haven't even used his teammate. So I'm hoping I pick the right weeks for him. I'm going CD Lamb as my wide
Mm,
receiver. So I'm hoping it's a CD game, and maybe I can snipe a Pickens game next week. But CD this week.
nice.
I'm gonna second that.
God
I took a
freaking
stack
damn
here.
it!
I went Dak and CD Lamb to stack, so
Wow,
I'm
Jesus
praying,
Christ, Mace.
praying.
How have you not used any of these guys in your second place? What the
Right,
fuck?
dude? I literally just went through Sleeper and just like looked up like fantasy leaders, and like
Yeah,
damn near the first person I saw who I didn't pick, I was like, yep, 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 yep.
Oh, so
nice.
you're cooked in week 18.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see, we'll see.
We'll
I haven't
see.
used Burrow yet.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's not gonna play after this week. He said.
He won't. I know.
Uh, I'm taking a shot in the dark here. I'm hoping for a lot of points in this shit bowl. I'm gonna go Chris Olave versus the Jets. So gonna be
Oof,
tuned
like
into
that.
the Jets and the
Not
Saints
that bad
game.
though.
Pretty hard. So I got Brees Hall for the running back and Chris Olave for wide receiver.
Wide receiver, I'm gonna go Lad McConkey versus that Cowboys defense. So
Yeah,
Has he been
good pick.
doing better? I'm not.
he's getting more serviceable.
Okay. Okay.
And tight end to round it off. This is where I have one of my risky picks here. Tight ends are getting scary for me, but honestly, he's had some good games. He's just got to get in the end zone if he is. Going Theo Johnson of the Giants.
Ooh.
Dart throws it to him a decent amount, but if he can find the end zone, he usually ends up having around 16 points. So I'm hoping for it.
Like it. Love Theo. Week 16 tight end. I'm taking another Eagle. Got two Cowboys, taking two Eagles, and we're going with Dallas Goddard here. If
Nice.
Barkley doesn't go off, maybe Dallas Goddard will.
Yeah, and then my tight end, he's been really good. Had a really good week last week. Hopefully he does it again. I'm gonna go Kyle Pitts
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
Atlanta
I
Falcons.
I'm reading that like a book that he's gonna have maybe 5 points.
Kirko loves throwing it to him for some reason. The targets with Kirko are kind of insane. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Kyle Pitts. Hope for one more good week. He's got a lot of green the last few weeks. Actually, 3 weeks have all been green. It's been crazy.
Seconding that. You guys all
Come
fell
on.
for the trap. You
Come
all
on.
fell for the trap.
That's dude.
I need
You
something
gotta
here,
take a
bud.
you gotta take a something like a something with these tight ends. They freaking stink.
Yeah,
They
I was
freaking stink.
honestly considering starting Darren Waller.
I
like,
did
it
that
was
last
either-
week or a
it
few
was
weeks
either
ago.
do.
Sucked.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think that's all we got. You guys got anything else you want to talk about?
I'll see y'all on Saturday.
Yeah, I think we're good, man. It's going to be a bloodbath, and not
Vikings
looking
beat the
forward to it.
Giants. Come on, baby.
Let's go. All right. You're listening to the Cheeseheads and the Bear podcast. Let's go Bears.
Go
Bear down.
Packers.
Go Pack.
Let's
Come
go,
on.
baby.